About this day, various mathematical patterns can be seen in any part of this world, and perhaps even the universe. We live in a world full of systematics and symmetrical things whereas we are surrounded by these patterns. It appears that the structure of the universe can be perceived in a mathematical way. According to Stewart 1995, there are much deeper mathematical common regularities that can be found in the natural form of the environment. Ian Stewart greatly believed that mathematics is the key to further understanding nature because there may be patterns such as geometric, numerical, movements, chaos, and the likes that were discovered. However, there are more that are still yet to be explained mathematically. Nature can also explain the way the mathematical terms function, as well as how they start. Firstly, the Fibonacci sequence, whereas it can be explained through the use of placing a pair of newborn rabbits on a secluded space, whereas the pair produce another pair every month. Another significant mathematical idea is the golden ratio, inspired with the connection to the Fibonacci sequence. The golden ratio thoroughly explained that whenever a shape has appeared on a side, a new same shape will also appear with the same dimension and size. This is greatly popular to the animal. The short film made by Cristobal Villa showed the chamber nautilus, whereas the chamber was built in order to protect itself from the harm, and as the chamber increased constantly, its rate of growth became closely related to the golden ratio. How do we notice and where do we find these patterns? What do they look like? These so-called patterns are apparently visible in both the naked eye and in magnified vision. In every field of science and mathematics, even in human culture actually, we can see numerical patterns in the form of design, organisms, or formations. Take for example in the field of microbiology. Haven't you noticed that when we look at the cell in the microscope, we sometimes see this exquisite process called the cell division. A single cell will divide itself into two, and then those two will divide itself again. The process repeats, and in time, they multiply into millions.
We also see patterns in the human behavior too. Look at this person. See how every time his or her class ends, they follow whatever routine they subconsciously plan out. You can technically call this a pattern as they are following a regularity that each of us follows. So basically, all known life and its process run from a series of patterns or sequences. How about those that look irregular? Maybe you don't look at it keenly for us to observe and analyze any patterns that caught our attention. It is a must that one must have the skill of critical observation. Just a fancy way of saying, observe and analyze. Understanding mathematical patterns allows someone to identify such patterns when they first appear. After all, you can't gain the benefit of patterns if you can't see them, and you can only see them if you understand. Patterns allow someone to make educated guesses. Much science is based on making a hypothesis, and hypotheses are often based on understanding patterns. Similarly, we make many common assumptions based on recurring patterns. Patterns can provide a clear understanding of mathematical relationships. This can be seen in a very evident manner in the form of multiplication tables. 2 times 2, 2 times 4, and 2 times 6 are clearly examples of the relationship pattern found in multiplication. Understanding patterns can provide the basis for understanding algebra. This is because a major component of solving algebra problems involves data analysis, which is deeply related to the understanding of patterns. Without being able to recognize the appearance of patterns, the ability to be proficient in algebra will be limited as well. Knowledge of patterns is transferred into science fields where they are proven helpful. Understanding animal patterns has been used to help endangered species. Understanding weather patterns not only allows one to predict the weather, but also to predict the common impact of weather, which can aid in devising the appropriate response in an emergency situation. Patterns provide clear insight into the natural world. While animals and certainly plants are far from thinking beings, they do have certain habits that exist in patterns, and understanding these behavioral patterns provides a clearer understanding of all living things.